Have you ever heard of a game that feels like a curse that seems to infiltrate the minds of those who play it? A game that pulsates with mystery and emits terrifying whispers. It's called Sad Satan. It's not just a video game. It's a frightening journey into the corridors of the human mind, where image and sound become weapons of terror that leave players with more questions than answers. In this video, we immerse ourselves in this mysterious world and tell its story from its emergence, through the rumors that surround it, to the strange theories that revolve around it. Is it just a fun game? Or is it a window into a dark side that only those who dive into its depths can realize? Get ready for a journey beyond the familiar, and let's discover what lies behind Sad Satan's screen. In the summer of 2015, while people were going about their daily routine, a video appeared on a small YouTube channel called Obscure Horror Corner. The video was just a short clip, but what it contained intrigued many and sparked a flurry of questions. In the video, there were no loud effects or amazing graphics, just dark corridors, slow footsteps, and strange sounds. The sound was faint, distorted, as if someone was trying to deliver a hidden message. The channel owner didn't talk much about the game, but said it came from the dark web. Imagine with me, a game from the dark web, the one we've always heard horror stories about, where there are forbidden files and sites, where strangers exchange information, and things we dare not think about. The idea that the game comes from that world alone is enough to be terrifying. The game isn't available to everyone, and that's where the rumors started. Whoever first played Sad Satan said that there was something strange in the air. Everything in the game seems incomplete, distorted, like a broken mirror reflecting mysterious images, vague sounds, and suffocating screams. The images change suddenly. Some show fleeting portraits of strangers, sometimes children looking directly at the player, and other times faces that look disturbingly familiar, but are quick, instantaneous, like ghosts that vanish as soon as they are seen. The scariest part of the game is the sounds. There's a non-stop noise, as if you're surrounded by faint but unintelligible human whispers. One player said he felt hypnotized, like he was trapped between the game screens, unable to stop. The whispers continued to haunt him, and the game began to implant in his mind a sense of deep fear, one that slowly crept in to make the silence heavy, and each passing moment a nightmare that grew worse with time. Theories about Sad Satan abound, and each one seems more bizarre than the last. Some say the game is a psychological trick, brilliantly designed to terrorize players and make them feel claustrophobic and lost. However, there are those who believe that the game contains hidden messages, perhaps created by secret groups or unknown individuals trying to convey certain messages through the game. Could these sounds be echoes of memories of people lost somewhere? Or could they be veiled warnings to players? Another theory is that the game contains horrifying images of real events, possibly scenes of crimes that actually happened, but have been distorted and incorporated into the game to make them unrecognizable. Some people have claimed to recognize characters from the game, people who have mysteriously disappeared, and that the game may be a way to gather information or even exploit people's fear in an inexplicable way. After the game went viral and more people started trying it, strange stories emerged. Some say they had horrible dreams after playing, nightmares that lasted for days. Others said they felt real pain while playing the game, as if the game was not just entertainment, but was manipulating their bodies and souls. Some who played the game began to feel the presence of figures around them in the dark, as if the game implanted images in their minds that haunted them in their daily lives. Another testimony said that the game contains strange and disturbing videos and images that seem to be from decades ago, showing tragic scenes. No one can confirm these testimonies, but those who play the game say that they feel that there is something strange and incomprehensible, as if there is an invisible hand controlling their experience, controlling everything they see and hear. As the game's stories spread, Sad Satan went from an obscure YouTube video to a full-blown phenomenon. The digital community began to question, and websites were put to the test. Every player, every viewer wanted to know, what is the game really hiding? Is it more than just a creepy icon? Could there be a hidden purpose behind it? Some said the game was just an art project or a psychological experiment, But these theories didn't convince many. People started sharing links purporting to download the game, but there were warnings that the copies available could be malicious copies containing malware, or possibly attempts to implicate others. Some players said the game started behaving strangely after downloading it from the dark web, causing their devices to crash or suspicious files to appear after playing it. People no longer see it as just a game. It's more like a digital curse, and you shouldn't go near it unless you're prepared for the consequences. We can't deny that part of Sad Satan's impact is due to the mysterious nature and psychological terror it carries. Psychologists say that the fear of the game stems from our deep sense of mystery and terror of the unknown. Humans are naturally uncomfortable when they don't understand, and when messages are vague and content is ambiguous, our imagination begins to fill in the gaps, usually with the most frightening scenarios possible. Sad Satan exploits this weakness to perfection. The images are blurred, the sounds are muted, the words are cryptic, and every element suggests that there is a horrible secret to be discovered. The game doesn't give you answers. It keeps you on the edge of your seat, searching for explanations, like you're stuck in an endless puzzle. This is how the game takes hold of the player's mind, as if trying to draw them deeper and deeper into its dark depths. Despite the skepticism, a number of testimonials have emerged that make it hard to ignore the game's strange effect. One player posted online about his experience, saying that as soon as he started playing, he felt a sudden headache and pain in his eyes, as if the screen was implanting images in his mind that he couldn't get rid of. He said that in his dreams, he was seeing strange faces and voices that haunted him even after closing the game. Another player claimed that after playing Sad Satan, he began to feel an invisible presence around him, as if the game had transferred something from the digital world into his real life. He would hear mysterious whispers even in his sleep, as if the game had left a deep psychological imprint on his consciousness. He posted his testimony online, warning others not to approach the game, lest they find themselves trapped in this horror. Ultimately, Sad Satan remains a mystery. Some think it's a psychological trick meant to scare players, others think it's a mysterious digital experiment with hidden messages. But the truth is, no one knows the answer for sure. All we know is that Sad Satan remains one of the strangest phenomena in gaming, and may be the game that dared to push the boundaries of traditional horror to reach into the minds of players and leave psychological effects that last long after it is closed. As our journey through the world of Sad Satan comes to an end, the question remains open. Do you have the courage to experience it for yourself, or is just listening to these stories enough to make you avoid it forever? Either way, Sad Satan remains an experience that embodies mystery at its worst and makes you think about how games affect our minds, and whether some games might hold secrets we don't want to know. You decide for yourself, but remember, there are games that can leave an indelible mark.